Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhanani binti Hasbullah. Okay, I would like to present my paper, which is herbal plant analysis based on leaf features using chemist clustering. Okay, next we move forward to the background of study. Okay, first, plants play an important role as a source for human beings, such as oxygen to breathe, food, medicine, and shelter. It is also used for various purposes, such as for medical purpose, ingredients in food, and agriculture industry. However, identifying plant manually is very crucial task. So only those who experts in this particular expertise can identify the plant correctly. Okay, for this study, we focus on herbal plants. So herbal plants can be defined with plants that have savory or aromatic properties that are used in various purposes. So it is very well known because the herbal plant acts as a traditional medicine and is used by people to cure the disease. Okay, next is plant species can be identified automatically. So based on the study, there are many attempts by researchers in developing a system that can recognize the plant species. And then plants have many characteristics such as flowers, leaf, seed, and etc. with specific features, for example, leaf shape, color, vine structure, and texture. Okay, so this study aims to identify the herbal plants based on the features using clustering algorithm, which is ChemI. Okay, next we move to the literature review. Okay, we study about the leaf features because leaves are the most important part compared to other parts such as flowers, stem, etc. based on Lionel Bujere said. So it also holds a lot of information and it has a reliable feature. Okay, so according to Lil L and the rest of the artists, so the features that can be extracted from leaf are shape, margin, color, or structure. And then most of researchers did a feature extraction on leaf shape and color. Okay, next is supervised learning. Okay, it is known as learning without teacher. So the data has no labels and the process of finding the same objects apply the similarity distance functions. We are also known as clustering. Okay, so clustering will find groups of objects in other groups which are similar to each other or different from objects. Okay, so this study using the chemist. So chemist is the most popular and simplest unsupervised algorithm in machine learning. Okay, we move forward to the research methodology. So first step is data collection. So the data were collected from Kuala Kenyam Taman Negara Pahang. So there are 6 species of herbal plants that contains of 390 images of leaf. Okay, so this is the seeds of herbal plant species. We have Peacock Fern, Kaci Fatimah, Tapak Sulaiman, Nisayada, Mempisa, and also Pandas Rapat. So besides of the image is the total number of images that we have collected from Taman Negara. Okay, next is the image pre-processing. So first, of course, we have the original size of the image, and then we resize the image into 800 to 800 pixels. And then we convert the RGB to grayscale, and then smooth the image using the Gaussian blur, and lastly convert grayscale to binary image to reduce the noise. Okay, next features extraction. So we extract 2 features, which are color and shape features. So basically for the color, the value of the color was extracted in every pixels of the image. For the shape features, the value of the leaf was extracted in contour features, the area of the leaf. So contour features applied to find the difference of contours like area, perimeter, bounding box, etc. So this is the example where how we get the value of the shape features. And then the right side is the formula that was used to calculate the area of rectangularity. Okay, next, after we extract the value of features, we put into 5 different CSV datasets. So this we have 5 CSV datasets. Okay, next is after the process of image processing and also features extraction, the process is clustering by using the chemist algorithm. So basically we're using the Euclidean distance and also Manhattan distance to get different results. So the number of clusters was set into K equals to 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then for clustering evaluation analysis, we're using the Herbal method and also Herbal method to find the optimal number of clusters. So, but the Herbal method is using for certain datasets because that datasets when using the Herbal method has have an ambiguous ambiguous choice. So either k equals to 3 or k equals to 4. So the solution is using the Silhouette method. Okay, for bar chart, is for analysis of the plant species. So bar chart is a visualization tool that represents the count of sample for each predetermined range for numeric variables or for each group for categorical variables. Okay, next we go to results and findings. So this is the comparison data sets where I have mentioned before we have 5 data sets, RGB mean, that refers to the average of RGB, rectangularity, the rectangle area value, and for RGB values is the RGB values for every pixel in an image. So evaluation, they using elbow and Silhouette method. Okay, next, this is the results for each data set. So this the value for each distance Euclidean and Manhattan for each cluster k equals to 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the result for the optimal cluster based on the elbow effects. Okay, next, this is the example of elbow effect for RGB means. You can see the result of elbow method, Euclidean, and also the Manhattan. We can identify the number, the optimal number of clusters. Okay, but for this example of a rectangularity data sets, we can see the result for elbow method for both distance. It have ambiguous choice. So we can identify the value k equals to 3 or 4. So the solution, we using the Silhouette method to find the optimal number. As you can see, we can choose the k equals to 3 as the optimal number of k clusters. Okay, last one is bar chart analysis. Okay, this is example of we using the first data set RGB mean. So when we using the k equals to 3, the optimal number of k clusters. So this is the result where we got Mempisah, Tabak Selamat, Kak Fatimah have group in the same species. So like for Miss Sayada, Pandas Rapat, and Peacock Fern, they group in each of the clusters. So overall result for all data sets, the most consistent samples that grouping in the same group is Mempisah, Tapak Sulaiman, Kak Fatimah, and also Miss Adam. Miss Adam is only for RGB mean, it cannot identify in the same group. Okay, so the conclusion, okay, basically they study using the chemistry algorithm for analysis of herbal plant species to find the similarity between different leaves based on features such as color and shapes. So the elbow method and Silhouette method were used to find the optimal number of clusters. And then the k equals to 3 is the optimal number of clusters for most of the data sets. So the most consistent samples in clustering are Mempisah, Tapak Sulaiman, Kak Fatimah, and Miss Adam. And so the outcome of the study is to help the researchers or botanists that are unable to recognize the plant species. Okay, so we would like to express the gratitude to Pejabat Timbalan Naib Chancellor, Pendidikan Universiti for sponsoring our teams in the second scientific expedition Taman Negara Pahang, Institute for Biodiversity and Sustainable Development, for the research grant, and Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Science, Raya Shah Alam, Malaysia for the research support. That's all from me. Thank you.